It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Give him 32 on the play.
Go Silver, right?
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this to Scatterby. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal.
180.
Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nolan Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. To throw is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And just shedding him off there. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. That goes for a gain of 31.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here is complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defense.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
10 yards on the takeout.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them were big. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's going deep for Brown. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 95 yards. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Here's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. A touchdown! A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 74 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Ravens 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Hurts changing up the play. touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Ravens 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion left is Higgins. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Jackson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Flowers going to go in motion right. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Ravens 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 65 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Go Silver, ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
180, 180. Out.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it go again. He got his man, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
73.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Trimmer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
63. 60. No touch that.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
He's tackled at the 20.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
1st down, Ravens.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
73. Great.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Give up the middle, Scatterby. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Scatterby. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
63.
They're going to look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Jackson to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
We change it.
Jackson. He's got Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That went into the hands of Flowers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That one complete once again to Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Go Silver. Hey! Crowd left. Tiger Hornet. Anyway, up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 61.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. Then it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I'm on the scene. And she want the team, and she want the team, she want the team. I'm what I hype about, I'm what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype is out. I've been married to mud, I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside, the stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just these spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I wanna sing. And she want the team, and she want the team, she want the team. But the heads down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. But the head count, running all the gangs, oh yeah. But the heads down, running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. But the heads down, running all the gangs, oh yeah. But the head count, running all the gangs, oh yeah. But the heads down, running all the lanes, oh yeah. The gangs, oh yeah. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, cause I'm on the scene. And she want the team, and she want the team, she want the team.
Seven oh Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up cause we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just float in.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better.
Yeah, better when I wanna get better.